The most important meal of the day, in my opinion, would be... Hey guys, Matt from Macrolean Method. Quick video on why breakfast is probably making you fat and it's not the most important meal of the day. And I'm sure loads of you are going mental, like, oh my God, it sets us up for the day. We've been told since kids, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's like a mantra. I grew up with the same mindset, I was taught the same stuff, and to be honest, I want to debunk it. It's a myth, it's a lie. The most important meal of the day, in my opinion, would be the meal that takes you to your macros, that makes you hit your macros perfectly, not over, not under, makes you hit those targets on the button. But you know what? Besides that point, why is breakfast making you fat? Well, if you wake up at 7 a.m. and you have a big breakfast, 7:30, 8 a.m., 600 calories, and then you get on with your day, or as you will, and then you go and have lunch or some snacks and whatever, and then dinner and maybe dessert, and you're storing body fat regularly and your scale's going up, you're eating in a calorie surplus. You're taking on more energy, more calories than your body needs to support its goals. So most of the time I find that people have a huge breakfast and they carry on eating. And also when we eat breakfast, our blood sugar levels spike, right? Our blood sugar levels go up and they drop again. And when they drop, we're gonna start feeling hungry. So what I do, and I advise my clients to do, is do something called intermittent fasting. They wake up and they push their breakfast, their break fast, back until mid-morning. Mid-morning, late morning, early afternoon, and then they start eating. So what happens then? Well, you've got a shorter eating window now, so it's going to be harder to eat yourself into a calorie surplus. You can have bigger meals, because if you start eating early and then maybe you have a snack mid-morning, then you have lunch, then another snack, you're having these small itty-bitty meals. That's if you're trying to, even eat in your maintenance calories or calorie deficit. But, if you want to lose body fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. You need to be consuming less calories than you're burning, and to make that effortless is by fasting, pushing that eating window back, pushing that first meal back as late as possible, and then you can have maybe 2, 3, 4 bigger meals instead of eating breakfast and then, if you are counting your calories or macros, trying to have to be stealth through the day. And if you're not, probably to a calorie surplus, and you see the scales going up every week, month, you can see extra body fats being stored. That's a good indicator you're eating too much. So that's how breakfast can be making you fat. You could taking a big calorie intake in the morning, and then you carry on that calorie intake through the day, push yourself into a calorie surplus, then you're storing fat. But on the flip side, if you like breakfast is your thing, and you can stay within your macros and calories, so you can stay within that maintenance or calorie deficit to lose fat, that's fine, eat breakfast. But I find myself, I fast, if I woke up and started eating at 8 a.m, I'd be hungry again at 10, and I want to eat again at 1. Maybe at 3, 4, dinner at 6, 7, a dessert at 8 or 9. It just carries on. It just makes things a bit harder because you want to, your blood sugar levels rise, then drop, and you want to eat again. Fasting is actually quite effortless. We don't have to be eating every 2 or 3 hours. That's a myth. Our bodies can go for much longer than that. If that was true, then we'd have been wiped out a long time ago. We had to go for 24, sometimes 48 hours without food. So intermittent fasting's fine. Finish dinner, don't eat again maybe until late morning or midday. That's my tip on why breakfast might be making you fat. Guys, if you like that video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it up, and maybe try skipping breakfast and see how it works. Catch you laters.